just like questioning the flags. You know, I mean, a lot of these judges and stuff who really do understand it, they know they're committing racketeering and fraud, but they get away with it because you give them compliant consent, you pay the tickets. All right, and when you pay tickets, and if you don't get a 1099 form from these people, that's anything. Even when you go in to get a copy and you don't get a 1099 form because they're making income, you can file that with the IRS. The IRS will go through, and if they do nail them, you get 30% of whatever the IRS claims from that department. Okay, I've got some more I'll be putting up here. Like I said, I'm burying your guys' wall here with some court cases, videos, so you can watch the courts, how they work, the structure. I mean, this is how we've been so misled. Right now I'm going to put up the motor insurance deal, because you don't need to have auto insurance. It's voluntary, but your ass is on the line. That means your butt, your asses.
You know, what we have to understand, you know, the jury, you know, legal sovereignty, just like you said, you know, it's only given power when it's recognized. If it's not recognized, then it has no authority. And we got to understand that. You know, we have to know that we as individuals, if we want to be free and truly seek a sense of self-entitlement, you know, to our own rights, then we have to be the de facto here. We can't be the ones that's going to follow suit.
Absolutely. You know, fellas, we've arrived at our given time here tonight. I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you that has joined us this evening, and everybody that's logged on the website right now, and everybody that's tuned in around the world. I want to tell you thank you for joining us here on Pressure Point Radio with Edward Johnson, Ed Billings, Stress Money, Shay Thought, Mercy, and Jatempo. We all thank you very much for tuning in. If people educate yourself, people wise up yourself, that's the only way right now to be ahead of the game and be aware before you are affected. You're tuned in to Pressure Point Radio right now. Our time has come, folks. It's time to
protect you and your children.
Yes, and start thinking independently. But also as a unit too. We got to really help each other, and we really got to stop falling victim to these things they throw at us, feeding us, the media and all these other people, feeding us with the fuel to disenfranchise ourselves from the human nation and all these things like that, and becoming enemies of one another without probable cause and all these things like that.
Can I add something to that real quick?
Absolutely.
The one point is just remember, folks, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. If we start growing up and acting like adults and teaching our children not to play and get caught up in the middle of it, they won't have emotional problems. They won't have psychological problems. You don't get caught up in playing a game just because it seems fun, because sometimes it becomes more hurtful than fun.
Absolutely. Thank you, Edward Johnson. Thank you for calling out of Oregon today, and thank you for your input and for all the great research that you have done.
Thank you for having a show for everybody to listen, and I just hope that they go on your wall, because I buried it with a whole bunch of legal and stuff information.
Well, very
and
good.
If we don't stand up, we don't have nothing. That means nobody in the world will have anything as well.
Right.
Because we are the only country that is separated, as I call it, from the devil, the Pope. The Treaty of 1213, the whole structure of it, we're the only country in the world, and I'm putting the New York traffic deal had it right on the cops here, your own case on them. But the point is that you have to set the example. And if you give your children over to the state, remember, they can take your children, put them in a FEMA camp, and you have no right.
They're taking children right now. They're snatching children from
They are doing it. They make profit on them.
Snatching children. They're not giving it to the immediate family member. They're snatching them and putting them directly into the camps and the homes.
That's right. This is job security, job creation. When you hear the news how the president created all these jobs, these are the jobs he created. He didn't create no other job, and all these jobs he's creating are written off the straw man account, and that's why they keep going to debt, to debt, to debt.
Right. So, again, thank you for the input. Ed, do you have anything to add?
Yes, definitely. Thank you for listening to us on Pressure Point Radio tonight. And be aware before you are affected. That is something, that is our constant motto, what we constantly are telling you. And definitely, pay attention to what's being said on our program, because the whole goal of Pressure Point Radio is to fight against the tyranny and oppression we see before us right now. Definitely a good show. Thank you, Edward Johnson, for calling in. I'd like to thank Shake Thought, who called in earlier.
Absolutely. Bless. Stress Money, you still with us? You got anything to outro?
Well, I'll throw one thing. I just put Carl Roller's video up on your wall on Facebook. Everybody should watch that video. You'll explain the whole terminology of money, too, because money today is based on a coffee bean. And you can pay your bills with coffee beans. One bean is worth $1 by the court settlements.
Yeah. So, all right, definitely. All right, we'll keep in touch, and thank you very much for this wonderful program, all right? Thank you for your input.
God bless all.
All right? Got the whole state of Oregon to take care of, man. Do your thing.
Well, I'm trying. I'm just trying to get them to pay attention instead of going down with a sinking ship.
Absolutely. All right, bless. Thank you.